You're listening to CBC Online at cbchs.org.
Welcome to another edition of CBC Online. Today we're with a very special guest. Welcome back to Michael Jordan. Welcome back, Michael.
Thanks, Rob. Good to be here.
Michael, talk about your new role at CBC. What brings you back?
Well, let's see. My new role at CBC is going to be Vice President of Institutional Advancement, a big title for the role of fundraising. It's going to be able to reconnect me with a lot of graduates and parents and friends, and be able to reach out to them to help their alma mater and where their sons and other friends happen to go to school and enjoy the LaSallian education that we provide here.
So in your new role, what kind of opportunities you think as you're talking to alums and you're getting out there, what you see a lot of opportunities for alums to reconnect with the school, I'm assuming?
Well, it's fundraising, so it's basically asking people to give to their alma mater. I remember back Jack Carney was on KMOX. Some people may not remember him, but his son went to CBC. We were in the old gym, if everybody can actually visualize this. It was a father-son banquet, so Jack is there with his son John. It's cold, it's in January. The old gym as such, it wasn't the best of heat. It started to rain, and Jack the next day was saying on the air his thoughts about the father-son banquet, and he said that Brother Michael, it was so cold in there that Brother Michael had his hands in his own pocket. So my efforts here are to basically rekindle with a lot of graduates, a lot of the graduates that I would know through the 70s and the 80s and early 90s, to ask them to come back to their alma mater, rekindle that feeling about their experiences here, talk to them about the wonderful experiences that are happening here at the new campus and with the new faculty and new student body, and ultimately ask them to participate in giving us some money.
Well, there's certainly a lot of nostalgia with those who graduated in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Maybe talk about some of those experiences that CBC gave you along the way and how CBC shaped your life in that period.
Heavens, let's see. Back in the 70s, I obviously was a Christian brother, and I just finished my master's degree in education at Xavier University in Cincinnati, where I was teaching at the LaSalle school there. And I debated with the provincial about going to a Christian brother school, and that was the option of Memphis or St. Louis. And ultimately I was assigned to St. Louis, and I stayed here for 16 years, 16 wonderful years, 16 years of a lot of memories. It's great to go through lists and yearbooks and to see faces and to see a name and recognize in my own mind that the face of that individual, parents, seeing them on the soccer field, seeing them in basketball, football, whatever it happened to be, and reminiscing about them, their family, their goals, their accomplishments, where they are now, and the successes as such that they have in life, and trying to bring them again back to the fold of CBC. But there's a lot of memories, a lot of faces that I remember, and faculty members, parents, that the reason why I did come back is because my family is here. I used to be in Michigan at a resort, and it was 10 hours away, and in this day and age you can do phones, you can do texting, but it's not quite the same thing as actually seeing your children. We have 3 children, and I just picked up one to bring her to the Bobby McCormick basketball camp, so I would not have been able to do that in Michigan. So I came back to be with my family, but the reward, the greater reward. The greater reward is being with family, but coming back to CBC as one of my families is just a reward the good Lord played an awful lot, and it all just came together with talking with Mike England and coming back, and just it's a tremendous challenge, but it's great to be back to CBC and one of the families that I really do enjoy.
Well, certainly you have a different perspective now as a parent. Your son, finished his freshman year, going to be a sophomore. Then we talk about the excitement of becoming involved as CBC in the community more as a parent. From a parent point of view, it has to be exciting.
Yes, yes. I spent 16 years, as I said, and then 9 years on the board. So you were always connected as such with the school, and I enjoyed that very much. Connor, that Rob is talking about, was a freshman this past year and will be a sophomore next year. He was on the basketball team. I saw him playing twice. I've talked to teachers, ironically teachers that were hired back in the 70s and the 80s, or were here in the 70s and the 80s. Never thought I'd ever be in this position whatsoever, but it is one that I'm very, very proud of. I'm proud that he's here. I'm proud that he likes being here. Garrett, who's going to be an 8th grader, is looking forward to it as well, and talking with his friends and talking up CBC. There's no better thrill than being associated with the school. What am I? An honorary alumnus, not really an alumnus of here, but definitely of a Christian Brothers school, and seeing your son blossom and definitely enjoying his time here, making a lot of friends. He could do better academically, but he really does enjoy being here. Matter of fact, next week he'll be here, I think, for 3 or 4 weeks, working with Bobby again with the camp, and then working out after that for basketball.
So if alumni are friends, you mentioned several faces, several parents, and a lot of families who've come through the CBC community through the years. How can they reach you? I mean, you're on campus every day. Are they reachable by phone? What's the best way for them if they want to reconnect and to donate to the school?
Well, I'm on Facebook. That's one thing, which I believe this is going to appear on
Sure.
Facebook. You're welcome to come to the school. I invite anybody that has not been on this campus to please come here. Call me. I'd love to show you around with the help of other people that have the keys and the wherewithal. I didn't even know the other day when we were doing a tour with one of our graduates where the labs were and where the wrestling room was. I'm just, as I see more and more of it, I just realize that the facilities here are just top notch, and the students here are really and truly getting a great education, and beyond that, increasing the love basically that they have for each other. But to answer your question, I tend to go off on tangents, I guess. But my cell is 314-574-1416. The advancement group, which includes Rob here and Roy and some of our secretarial help and assistants and all that, are in the addition of the house, the Novelli house that is here. And we're here every day, and we would certainly welcome anybody to come back home, see CBC, come to visit it again, and please look me up. And people say hold on to your wallet or whatever, but it's inevitable that we need a lot of help when it comes to the financials for our future, which is very, very bright. Heck, if I could just for a moment, we're graduating 210 seniors. I was there for that graduation. I was sitting on the edge of my seat, tears were in my eyes, and I was very, very proud of those young men. The thing is that we have 265 freshmen coming in, so that's a differential of 55. Next year we have 170 seniors, presently juniors, and if we could have the same thing, we'll be increasing by 100. It says an awful lot about what's going on here at CBC and the education that they're getting, the relationships they're building, and what's the saying? Men
for tomorrow, brothers for life.
There you go.
Men for tomorrow, brothers for life. Again, with Michael Jordan, any final thoughts as you're getting into your new position, kind of getting settled into your new role here? Any final thoughts for your friends and people who be viewing this?
It's just good to be back. I really, really feel like it's home. I've been in different companies. I started with different Christian Brothers schools, different private companies or whatever, but it truly is a blessing to be back here at CBC and rekindling a lot of relationships and seeing what is happening in these walls. You would be truly proud of it.
That's Michael Jordan again on CBC Online. If you'd like to reach Michael Jordan, we'll have the information here on the screen. Certainly reconnect with the school. We'd love to have you back. Michael Jordan, thanks for joining us. CBC Online, we'll talk to you next time.
Thanks, Rob.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I'm rocking my pants, putting suckers in fear, making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom.
Here's Guzzy, Dan Hamill. I remember Parents Again. Just brings back so much. Again, talked to Neil the other day. Neil Gallagher. Very, very good. Here's Brother Ben. Brother Ben worked in the attendance office. God bless him and may rest in peace. But another brother, you know, here's Carol. Carol ran the cafeteria. Mr. Quigley's actually still here. Laverne just left us a couple years ago. Oh my gosh, here's Tom Murray and his speech theater group. Tom just did his 100th production. What a gift to CBC and the talent that Tom has and helps the young men and women out. Just incredible. Charlie Haya, another one I talked to just the other day. Oh gee, here's some more faculty. BBZ in the accounting office. Brother Michael Seeger is now a priest. Haggerty, look at him over here. He's actually in town the next couple of days. He lives in Denver. Pat Patton, gee. Ooh. Jimmy Miller. Jimmy's still here. Gee. A lot of good thoughts here. It's Wayne Elward. God rest his soul too. Michael Parts. Brother Armin.
CBC, Men for Tomorrow, Brothers for Life.